Grab a big glass treat jar and a pile of seasonal candy because we're about to turn this into something totally unexpected. Place a cup or jar upside down in the center of your container. That way, you really only need to fill the outer ring with candy and it will still look completely full from the outside. That's a total budget hack. Grab a small lampshade. Now, to add a festive touch, we're going to decorate the inside of our lampshade before we attach it. I found these pre-cut bats at Dollar Tree, but you could totally make your own with black construction paper and scissors. You'll need one of these battery-powered puck light or a battery-powered light bulb. Stick your light right on top of the treat jar with a little adhesive so it stays put. Press the puck light on to turn the light on and enjoy the glow of your new lamp. The bats look like they're flying inside your lamp, and the candy base makes it feel so festive. One jar, endless decorating possibilities.
Next time you venture out to your local thrift store, don't pass by the glass lampshade section without grabbing yourself some of these. So I picked up 2 of the frosted glass lampshades and I took them home and gave them a good clean. They were a little dinged up and scratched, but with a little bit of soap and water, they cleaned up super nicely. And then after I let them fully dry, I came in with an acrylic paint marker and I used just my free hand to draw on some black eyes. So I did 2 eyes right next to each other and then I drew on a little mouth underneath. Now I started with a little smaller circle and I decided it looked a little weird, so I decided to make the circle just a little bit bigger, but you can totally experiment with different faces and really make this project your own. I did 2 of the lampshades. One, I put little eyelashes on to make it a little more girly. And then after that was done, I came in with some beautiful checkered fall ribbon and I made a bow. So for my first bow, I just wrapped the end of the bow around, pinched it in the middle, and then wrapped the other end around and secured it with a little bit of floral wire, making sure to tie it tight. And I left the tails on this bow a little longer. And then I used some super glue to affix it to the top of the lampshade. So this is the one with the eyelashes. Then for the other one, I made a simple little bow tie just by folding the ends over on each other, pinching it in the middle, and then wrapping it with some floral wire as well, nice and tight, right in the center to pinch it together. I fluffed out the ends, and then for this one, I used some super glue and I attached it to the bottom part of the lampshade. This is the project finished here. I put some tea lights in my cupboard and then put the lampshades over top to make these adorable farmhouse ghosts out of recycled lampshades. I think this idea is super easy and super cute, and you can really make this project your own.
Here's a home decor hack that costs just a few dollars and looks like something you'd find in a high-end home store. Now, to get the trendy look, you're going to need a can of textured spray paint. Look for one that says stone or concrete finish on the label. Then take both containers outside and give the outsides of each a good coat of that textured spray paint. I like to start with a light misting so it doesn't run at all, and then go back in with a second coat once the first one is dry. You'll also want to flip the bowl over at the end and spray the inside as well. After everything is dry, it's time to assemble. Grab your hot glue gun and attach the pieces together with the taller container upside down and the bowl sitting right on top of it. Hold those in place for a minute until the glue sets firmly. Now here's the magic touch, battery-operated puck lights. I keep a pack of these around all the time because they're so handy for decorating with. You just press them to turn them on and off, and you don't have to mess with any cords or outlets. And just like that, you've got yourself a one-of-a-kind lamp. When you press those puck lights on, the soft glow it gives off is just so cozy. I've seen lamps like this at home stores for $50, $60, even more. This version, just a few bucks and maybe 20 minutes of your time.
Repurpose old jars to make a charming light display. Choose removable stickers in the shape you want for the openings of your jar lights and place them around the jar. Now it's time to paint. With a gloved hand holding the jar from the inside, spray a thin coat of paint around the outside of the jar's bottoms and sides. Let dry completely. Carefully remove the stickers to reveal the jar's openings. If any paint is visible, it can be removed easily with a bit of nail polish remover. To hang your lights, you'll make a simple sling out of a single length of twine, rope, or cording. You'll need between 6 and 7 feet, depending on the height of your jars and how low or high you want them to hang. Tie the ends together and create a small loop on the tied end that crosses over itself and sits inside the larger loop of the string. Place a little hot glue in the center of the bottom of your jar and place it over the crossed string. Lift the top of the larger loop and bring it over and through the top of the smaller loop, pulling it through. You should now have a length of cord at the top and 2 smaller loops on either side of the jar. Bring the top of the string over everything and place it on the bottom. Place your fingers through the side loops that are close to your jar and grab the larger loop, pulling upward. Place a battery-operated votive or a string of fairy lights in the jar and hang from a hook or knob. You can also hang a row of jars on a sturdy branch or stick for a festive window or entry decoration.
Run to the dollar store and grab some jute cord. You're going to need either 1 or 2 plastic bottles. Now for this larger bottle here, there's a groove that I'm going and cutting into, and it is definitely a lot easier if you are using a plastic bottle that has these grooves. It's so much easier to go and cut, and it'll also be a lot cleaner. For this smaller container, I'm going down to the first groove and cutting it just like I did for the larger bottle. Now make sure to save the caps. You can always use these at the end, or you could just use them for a different craft. Now we are going to go and use some burlap. So now we're going to go and take some wire. You're going to want to go and cut a 3-inch section. Go and line this up with the piece of wire that you have, and then go up just about an inch more. So you have 3-inch pieces and you also have 4-inch pieces. Now we're going to go and just cut this. So we're going to take a small amount of hot glue, put it onto one end, and we're going to go and slowly wrap the jute. It actually does help if you kind of just take 2 of your fingers, pinch it, and then just kind of twirl it at the top. As you go along, add hot glue, and after you get to the end, go and cut off any extra string, and then go and glue down the ends. Now that these pieces have some jute on them, we're going to go and bend this in half, make some points, and it's going to look like this, almost like a leaf or a flower petal. Now take some hot glue on the outer portion of it. After that has been glued on all of the surface, take it and stick it down onto some of your burlap. For the inner portion of my burlap flowers, I am using this worn burlap because I feel like it just gives a little bit more character in the inner portion, and it also looks really cool when it lights up. So after you have this glued down, just go around the edges and then go and cut off this extra amount of burlap. Now for this burlap here, now we're going to go and take some of the jute and we're going to glue it around the bottom along with all the way to the top of this cut piece of bottle. Continue to go and wrap this, use your thumb to guide it, and if you have a little bit of extra string, what we're going to do is put some glue in the inner portion. Then we're going to go and take this extra little bit of string and we're just going to go and glue it into the inner portion here. These are the petals that are going to go for the innermost portion of it, and that looks pretty good. So go and figure out where you're going to place these and start to hot glue them down. The easiest way to go and bend these would be to go and take your finger at the center point, go and bend the top, and then they are ready to go and glue down. So the inner portion for this one, I am using 3, and these are the smaller leaves. Then on the outer portion, I'm going to be using 5 of these, and these are the larger leaves. When you're gluing these down, you want to go and match them up almost along the lines of where some of these smaller ones are, but you also want to try to go and space them a little bit because you do want to leave a little bit of a separation in between some of the other petals. Now I chose fairy lights for this craft because I didn't want to use an actual light bulb. You can if you do want to, but because this is plastic and also has a whole bunch of burlap, I really didn't want it to possibly get really warm and maybe catch on fire. To secure the fairy lights, make sure to use a little bit of hot glue. For the smaller bottle, we're going to go and wrap it in jute first, like we did with the larger one, and then we're going to go and glue down the petals. Now the only difference is that the wire should be facing inwards, so it's hidden by some of the burlap. But we're going to go and glue down the smaller ones in the center first, and after the small ones have been placed, we're going to go and glue the larger ones and overlap the small ones just slightly with the larger ones. Now stick the fairy lights in place, and if you have to, use a little bit of hot glue to go and secure it. Now you're ready to go and hang these up in a place of your choosing in your home. So I have this area in my kitchen where it would normally have a curtain rod, but I think this looks awesome with these, and it just lights up the space. I also really love the little bit of extra fairy light cord because it really just looks so cool.